Are you interested in watching junk instruments become playable instruments? And dare I say, nice instruments? I hope so, because I have a really fun surprise for you guys. You know, there are days that you win, and there are days that you lose. And instead of being a mopey person, accept defeat. But realize you probably have more wins than losers. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know who you are, so I can't speak for you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So about that, a little slight change in plans. And this is not only about still building junk guitars, but I want to tell you what I was referencing, and then I go on a small little rant about people being afraid to communicate. So I responded to an ad for a guitar, this one, $20, and I'd never seen a first act like that. I didn't know there was one that close to, say, an Epiphone Les Paul Special 2. You remember those? Those aren't that bad. I saw that for $20, and I'm like, you know what? I got 150 bucks in my pocket. What's 20 bucks? What's 20 bucks? So I messaged the dude right away. He was in Cambridge, which is about 30 minutes south of me, on 93, which means it'll probably take me 6 hours to get there. But regardless, I messaged him last night. I'm like, look, I got the 20 spot. I really want this. Do you want to meet up tomorrow morning? He's like, yeah, sounds good to me. I was like, cool. Don't get rid of it. I'm not going to ghost you. And the reason I say stuff like that is because I can't tell you how many times, and this is where I'm super disappointed in people. Because I understand we live in entitled times, and I know everyone seems to think they're the only one on the planet, right? So you put something up on the marketplace, and you know the deal. People will message you, you'll get all the spam ones. Is this still available? Is this still available? And then you start communicating with somebody, and you'll make arrangements or whatever, and then nothing. Then they'll just ghost you, right? They'll just ghost. And you're like, are you still interested? And they just ghost. And then sometimes they just block you. They just block you without even saying anything. And my beef with that is why? Is it that people just don't have balls anymore? Or are they just that blatantly disrespectful of other people? It's like, just tell me I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I do not want to buy the crap you are trying to sell. I had a moment of happy looking at it, and now that I've thought it through, I don't need this product. And I'm going to say, no problem. I'll move on to the next cat, even if there isn't one, because I don't want them to feel bad. I responded to this ad, and we made arrangements yesterday for me to come pick it up today, and that's what I was referencing when I said I have a surprise. That first act guitar. So it was cool, and I've been itching for a Les Paul. See, there's this vibe when it comes to, say, like an old Les Paul Special that someone jammed old humbuckers in, you know, back in the day, and it just all aged together. Or even a Melody Maker single cut, you know, with the two humbuckers. There's a dude that does nothing but junk vintage instruments, and he got this Junior that was just thrash. But he got I believe it was a Melody Maker with the two humbuckers and a special cut up pickguard. Maybe it was a special. I don't know. Regardless, I like that vibe, and that guitar had that vibe, and that's why we were going to go for it. I was actually going to use the pickups that we're going to talk about today in that, and then use the pickups from that in the project we're going to talk about today. I was really pretty excited about it, but I went to message the guy today saying, okay, I'm going to be leaving in about 20 minutes. I should be there approximately X amount of time, right? And it didn't go through. It didn't go through. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, he just probably sold it to some crackhead down the street or something. But regardless, I apologize. What I'm doing is I'm apologizing. I'm apologizing that what I said, I have a surprise for you, isn't going to happen. So it is what it is. So I've been teasing this project for a little while, and I'm waiting for the right time where I can just take a whole day to do it, because I want to do it in a day. And the idea is to grab just random parts from my home and build a complete functioning guitar. Doesn't have to be great. It doesn't even have to play well. You just have to be able to write and play music on it. And it has to make sound into it. you know, an amp. I've been gathering parts for however long, you know, robbing from Peter to pay Paul in a few cases, but I think I have a complete setup here. So let me go over all the parts, and in the next video, whether it's a complete long video or not, we are going to build it. Maybe I'll do it live. I'm still debating. I really just want to get it done in one sitting. So, and there's a little bit of fretwork we got to do, but we're gonna cheat through it. This is going to be an experiment. It's not going to be a how-to. It's definitely not going to be Luthery work. It's going to be taking parts and making it work. You know, not sucking at being poor. And I have some pretty fun ideas for it. So let me show you what we're going to be working with. All right, what you see here is, I think, a complete guitar. And there's going to be a twist. There's going to be a slight twist with this, because it just happenstance, but we'll discuss that in the next video. I'm trying to hype it up. Okay? It's going to be fun. And I hope this works out as well as it does. Now, mind you, I'm going to do some things that probably aren't the coolest, but you all just have to get over it. So, what you're looking at is a husk. A body and neck from an old Washburn Lion guitar. So think of Washburn, which most of them were inputs anyway, but think of Washburn as the mother company. Lion was their Epiphone, or their Squire, if you will. The quality on some of them were pretty good. This one, the neck itself, I really like the fretboard. So we're going to go with the neck, and I still have the neck plate. Now, I don't know if you recall, way back, a couple of years ago, I scored 3 guitars for $100. We got a Yamaha Pacifica, this, and what was the other one? Oh, the Harmony, which I'm going to try to put together today. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not even going to do that on camera. I'll just do a demo of it for you. So, yeah. So, there's a few high frets. We're literally just going to hit it with the file. We're going to spot, you know, whatever. This is the body. This is the body that it came with. I got bored one day and just started coloring on it. This heart was already there. And that's what inspired the rest of it. I just kind of worked with it. I put the blue around it and all the stuff. And I want to put more bones and stuff in here. I haven't clear coated over this. So if I play extensively, it'll rub off. So maybe that's a cool vibe too, you know? Maybe we could do more with here. Super lightweight. Super lightweight. So, I don't know. I don't remember why there's tape on the back here. But the body's fine. I mean, it is what it is. If you go back, though, to the video where I get these, or I got these, this right here was snapped. I mean, it was, you know, I actually did that. I'm like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to go, right? I pulled the whole thing out, cleaned it up, and I epoxied it back in there. Is it going to hold? Probably. It probably will with what we're going to do. So, let's get on to the small parts so I can actually sit down. So these are the pickups I am going to be going with. This is the bridge. This is a neck pickup. These came out of the Glary 335 copy. They actually didn't sound that bad. And one of the covers actually is coming off. There we go. And I'm looking at it, right? It doesn't have a lot of coil on it. Magnets seem okay quality. You got your little spacers and everything in here. It's not a bad put together pickup. And I remember it sounding fine. I just wanted a vibe for that 335, so that's why I put the cream ones in there. But we're going to be using these. I thought these inside that black guitar looked pretty sick. They were literally just sitting there. Let me grab the body. When I was storing things, you know, I just kind of pile it up, and these were in there like that. And I was like, that kind of looks cool, you know? What was that, the Night Swan? The Kramer Night Swan that did that? So, just to give you a little bit of a, I suppose, a heads up. I might actually just do this. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter, but that has like an industrial look, doesn't it? This is going to be the bridge. I chose this one because those saddles are pretty hardcore. They're really thick. Import, not the greatest quality, but it's a lot more solid than you usually find them. So we're going to go with this. Notice there's no block on there? Wow, I wonder why. I wonder why. I got a plastic nut and a brass nut. We might go with the brass nut. I'll decide in the moment which one will work. This thing, a jack. I have 2 500K pots, 2 knobs. I chose blue because I thought that would go the best. The other ones were yellow. I could even paint over that. It's just a sticker, or I could probably even peel it. But these came off of a Magnavox Odyssey Pong unit. And the rest of this is just screws and the strap pins. And you're like, okay, well, what about a jack plate? Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to make one. But I'm pretty sure that this styrene, as thick as it is, will be more than enough to secure it. And we're going to do something similar with the pickguard. We're going very minimal with it. In fact, I'm probably only going to have a pickguard enough for the potentiometers. That, I'm hoping, is going to be the next dealio that we do on the channel. Guitar-wise, anyway. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the next video. So I'm gonna set aside a day this coming week that I know nobody's going to be home. I'll wake up nice and early, and we'll get started, and hopefully at the end of the day I have a video to edit. I'll edit it the next day or that evening, and we'll get this thing banged out. I got a really fun surprise for it, and I don't want to spoil it. But we're going to do something fun with the tuning. I'll just say that. We're going to do something really fun with the tuning. I'm really excited. Such a lightweight body. Hopefully what I do to it makes it not neck heavy, you know? You know what? I don't care about this. I wouldn't even mind finding a couple of blocks of rocks or lead or something in here. You know, maybe we'll do, if I do the 2 pickups here, there's going to be a big gap here. We're not doing a full pick out, I can tell you that much. Maybe I'll sculpt something in here. I'll get some clay out and jam it in there. If you made it this far, quick update on the reptile hide business. I did get a kit of my Rebound 25. I believe it's platinum silicon. Platinum silicone. Some people don't like that I say silicon. I don't care. It's silicon. There you go. We're going to get the business going. We're going to get this thing going. Guys, I hope you're excited for this. This is the stuff that keeps me going. You guys keep me going. And I can't say thank you enough for your viewership. Whether you subscribe or not, I would prefer if you did, and I would appreciate it. But as long as you're here for the conversation, you're here for the fun of it, and we're hanging out. That's what it's all about. Hope the holiday season's going well. Tomorrow's the 8th. It'll be 20 years since we lost Dimebag. I should have set up something for that. But, you know, guys, wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. Until next time, take care. Creep it real.